all, I finally fixed my refrigerator problem. It was freezing everything inside, and that's a real pain in the neck. I guess it's a little bit better than everything inside not being cold at all, but it's still a big problem. Now, how do I know that I fixed it permanently? Well, it's been a full day since I repaired this, and everything is back to normal. No ice, no frost, no nothing. Things are the way they should be. Secondly, if your pad is the same as mine, when I press the freezer button, for example, it tells me the freezer set point, but the current refrigerator temperature, 36 degrees. When I did this repair yesterday and plugged the refrigerator back in, it told me the refrigerator was 68 degrees inside. Well, that's what it is in the house. So that made sense. And then over the next hour, that would incrementally go down. A few minutes later, it'd be 67, 66, 63, 61, in an orderly fashion until it got down to the temperature that it should be, and everything is staying the temperature that it should be. Now, if you watched my earlier videos, those repairs sometimes work. And all of these videos combined are a total of about $20 worth of components. I'll have the link in the description field if you need these components, and if you're watching this video, you probably do. But yesterday, I replaced the second temperature sensor right here. The second video that I did replaces a different temperature sensor, but all of the steps to get to it are the same. So if you're coming on this video for the first time, you can do the second video and third video, this one, and replace both temperature sensors with the same effort disassembling. And this really isn't that hard. You can do this in an hour if you're taking your time. Maybe it's 2 hours max. And if you know what you're doing, you can do it in less than an hour. I show you all the steps here. This is going to work for you, and if it doesn't, you probably have a much more expensive repair, the control panel in the back, some sort of computer issue or a motor problem, and chances are you're going to need to hire somebody to do that. But I'm hoping this works for you. Let's get to it. First, we've got to get access to this back panel. That's where our temperature sensor is. So you got to take your shelves off, and these just lift up and out and set them off to the side. Be careful with the glass of that one. Drawers out. To get this bottom tray off here, there are two tabs underneath here, one on each side, and you want to press toward the bottom of the tab with your thumbs, while at the same time lifting with your forearms here, and that will release this entire piece like that. And then your glass may not be attached to your shelf here, so just be careful when you pull this out. I'm holding this white plastic here. Now, to get off this back panel, we got to access the screws. Just grab a screwdriver and pop this little plastic clip out, and that will expose a screw. I'm just going to use my power drill here to set that off to the side. And then the last bit of prep work is to take these two screws out of the bottom here. And don't lose them. We need to get this back panel off, and it will just pull off, but it's got these plastic tabs that go into the back wall here. And if you look closely, there will be some arrows molded into the plastic here. And wherever those are, you're going to press in with a flathead screwdriver and just pry a little bit with your other hand to pull it back. And that's going to, you'll see when you get in here. Here, and then take a flathead screwdriver and just push in there, and this thing is starting to come out. And just a little tab there that we're loosening up. I think I got them all. So got those out, and then I'll do the same thing on the left side. Same deal. Find where those are, and where the arrows are is where the tabs are. And Not pulling out too hard, but just loosening this thing up. We're not pulling out all the way just yet because there are wires that are attached right here on the side, and we don't want to rip this thing off. So be gentle at this point. Make sure this is nice and loose everywhere. Feels like it is. And then there's a big piece of foam attached to the back of this that goes up there. So we got, I think I got ice in there, and that's the problem. Because I'm trying to pull down on it. There we go. And I didn't pull down much. You may not even be able to tell it moved at all. But there's a 1/16 of an inch of foam that sticks above that. And then, yeah, as you can reach in there, try to grab the foam too and keep it attached to this panel. If you just pull this panel, you might leave the foam behind. No one do that. Okay, now we're making money. That's what it looks like. And there's some wires back there. Can you see those? And those are our wires right back there. These red plastic things you kind of peel down on the bottom with the fingernail or peel up here, and those will pop up or pop off, or you get a flathead screwdriver. Come on. Then over on the left side of this white one where my right thumb is, I can pinch that and pull it out. This blue one's been kind of hard to get off, so what I did is I pinched the tab underneath, which disconnected the tab. Then I took a flathead screwdriver in between where the white and the blue met, and I just turned it to pry it back. Just turn the screwdriver, a flathead like that, you just put it in there and you turn it, and that'll push it back. So I got that one out. The door's off, and this blue one with a yellow cord, the yellow wire, is our temperature sensor, the one we're replacing. You can see that. So leave that in my pocket. And I saw some of the feedback was that this is a few inches short, which isn't a problem. It just might make it a little bit tricky getting that door back on, but we'll deal with that when we get there. So now this temperature sensor, you can see the wire goes in, and this foam here is glued on the top or adhesive there. So I'm just going to gently pull up some of it so we can see where this thing goes, because we got to get in there, and we can always tape that back in. I've removed the door to a table, easier to work on it there, and I've already unscrewed these 4 screws at the corner of the fan assembly, this being the top of the door that we took off, that being the bottom. So with these 4 screws out, we're almost there, guys. We can just pull this, lift this fan assembly off and put it off to the side a little bit. And with that, we can then pull this styrofoam gently and pull this plastic piece away from the styrofoam, and this temperature sensor is taped right there. Just taped right there underneath this foam. Okay. So take that old one out. Bye-bye problem. New one. Now the old piece, I'm going to put the old new one in right where the old one was, and then it had a piece of masking. Just get the wire there. It had a piece of masking tape just to hold it in place. So I'm going to use the same kind of thing, some painter's tape. It also held the wire in place. So we got that. We're going to put the fan assembly back together, and make sure you're using very light pressure on your screws. They're going into styrofoam. They don't need much torque. So all I'm going to do here is get this under these little clips so they stay in place, and we're ready to put this back together. This foam that I had peeled back, I pressed back on, and it had pretty good adhesive. You know, it's not perfect. I don't think I need tape there. It's really just to keep the cold air where it should be. Now we need to connect this, so I'm going to put this door back up here, and this will be fun because what I need to do, what I need to do is attach these connectors first. So this white one, this tab, the release tab, kind of hard, I'm trying to show with my thumb, goes on the left side, your left as it goes in at the 9 o'clock position. So I'm going to put that in first. And then these little red things, if you can figure out how to put it back on, do that, and that'll help it lock in place. And the way these work is the two long tabs go in the inside the connector, and the short tabs go outside. Okay. And now, the most important connector of them all is this one, and I might have to take it out of the, I'm gonna have to take it out of this bottom clip. Can you see that? Took it out of that way I can reach up here. And the release tab, where my right thumb is, that goes on the bottom. So those are back in. Now, and if I didn't mention it earlier, this yellow one is the temperature sensor that we replaced the last time. Now we just need to put this thing back. It's all connected. So remember, it goes up under there a little bit. So just get it under there, and then kind of squeeze in on the sides a little bit to get that foam in. Hold on. Gotta get up higher. There we go. So here, I can just use my fingers to pinch it in, just kind of compress this thing in. And now we just put this all back together. Putting this rack, this metal piece in. There's this tab at the top that goes up underneath first, and then this will go all the way in. Okay. This will go back up top there. Go all the way to the back, and then you're gonna press it down until those locking tabs lock again, and that did. That's all there is to it. It really isn't that hard. I hope it was helpful, and if it was, I appreciate a like and a subscribe. Thanks for watching.